Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back at SoCal Tint Shop in Riverside to get my Tesla Model Y tint. So I just took delivery of this 2023 Tesla Model Y about 2 months ago, and finally I'm gonna get it tint today. I also took my Tesla Model 3 and got a tint here at SoCal Tint Shop, and also the PPF on Model Y and Model 3 here too. So they are definitely one of the best in the area. So if you guys are interested, check them out. I'll put all the info in the description down below, and today I'll show you some of the tint process, and more importantly I will show you why you actually need a nano ceramic tint for an EV car, especially Tesla car. All right, let's go. All right, I'm back here at SoCal Tint Shop. Let's see what kind of tint I'm gonna get today. Hey G, how are you?
Hey Paul, how's it going? Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, finally got a partner with you, man. You guys been busy, right?
Yeah, trying to stay busy.
All right, awesome. So what kind of tint and percentage are you installing on my Tesla Model Y today?
So today we're gonna be doing for this beautiful 2023 Model Y, we'll be doing 70, which is almost clear, just for that full front windshield. We're doing 35, which is considered medium for driving passenger, and we'll do 70, everything in the back, over obviously private glass or colored glass over, just to reduce the glare.
All right, G, you said 70%. If I put 70% in the back here on the rear window and the back window, it will still, you know, protect the heat because it's almost clear.
Right. So it's nothing really would change
the color-wise.
But they would reduce the heat about 50%, up to 50%, and which is amazing out of clear film to reduce heat.
Yeah, from the original window that came from the factory.
Because it comes already close to, I would say, about 20%.
For the color-wise.
Color-wise, yes. That it comes from the dealer. And a lot of times people don't like, but they want to protect interiors and protect their skin.
Right, but you know, somehow, like this car, I want to keep the tint not too dark, but somehow it's protected from the UV. Compared to, you know, my Model 3, it's like all 15 all around. It's much darker than this one. So, but somehow, you know, we can keep the color a lot less darker than it's supposed to be, but still being protected from the heat on the outside.
Right. That's what's the main, I think it's a main goal at this point, just to do, once we do every single window, it reduces definitely the temperature, and we'll test it out later in the video.
All right, so now he's gonna prep everything. So the way he will tint the front outside windows is that we move the seal right here, the rubber seal, and just loosen the top part, not removing the whole door panel. So I don't have to worry about, you know, he removing the whole panels and put back not the same, and it'll create any noise while driving. Okay, so I saw you remove the part of the A-pillar from the interior over there. Is that for the windshield?
Right, for the windshield, so that way we're gonna tuck it in it's called soak shield ropes to prevent from any damages. And so we're gonna tuck it in. You're gonna remove this part, which sits on the clips. As you can see, just
so no screws, just clips, right?
Just clips, nothing else involved. And it's pretty simple, and this just slides out. Really, as you can see, 1, 2, 3.
So there's a sound in there.
Right. It's not only that. When every time that you install a front windshield, you don't want these to
get wet, right?
Get wet, soaked, or stained.
Yes, this is like a
right.
This is definitely a water absorber, just like a sponge there. So you don't want the water to get in there.
I mean, a lot of times it's obviously you're gonna have some comments like that someone it could be taped and everything. But even if I tape it, if I mask this, the water runs, and trust me guys, the water runs, and to prevent.
Yeah, I will go in for sure. Yeah, so that's just to make sure, you know, the water doesn't go in that sponge.
It's not only that, also once you open, we tuck it in on the edges.
Right.
We tuck the towels so nothing gets on the side as well. Even that, it won't be a lot of water.
Right.
But I just wanted more to explain so people know what they're getting. Because last week we had the one customer that came in and we had to redo from windshield.
Yeah, I mean, this way, for sure, he's doing it right. It's take a little more time to prep, but you know, you get your best tint from him. So as you can see here, all the tints and PPF here at SoCal Tint Shop, they have a special software to pre-cut everything to the shape. The software actually came from official Expel.
Alright, so we'll be doing some shrinking. We're gonna mold it, we're gonna shape it, and we're gonna install it from inside. And same thing with for the side windows, put in a glass, we're gonna shrink all this and it goes from inside, and in the end we're gonna still shave it edges. But this is all pre-cuts.
So do you have to actually shrink every pieces?
Right, we're gonna shrink every individual window.
So it's easier when you install from the
right,
inside.
So that way just like
a
film
pre-shape to it.
Right, it won't be forcing in and it won't have anything. I'll show you later.
With the shrinking in the back window, it's kind of curved, so it needs to be ready for the shape when it goes inside, and install it is much easier. Okay, so this is only the part that you manually cut the tint, right? Mm-hmm. Of the windshield. So this is how you cut it. So you put like a piece of plastic underneath, so make sure the knife doesn't actually
mark the glass,
and mark the top glass or the windshield glass.
And we're gonna, yep, just like that. So basically, you put this.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool trick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this we remove all this trim. We're gonna cover all this electronics. With the water, when it goes here, you could get into electronics. So personally, I like using scraps, which is I usually cut just to
PPF, right?
PPF, yeah. When we do a lot of PPFs, we get tons of scraps. The adhesive is good. So what you want to do that. Cover. Make sure there's not even a drop would get in there. Just stretch it, put it, and now it's all ready to go.
So this is 70 for the rear window, right?
Right, we're putting 70 over factory. So that way we...
So the factory smoke glass, it's about what?
It's about 20.
20%?
Uh-huh, it's about 20%. And so this is 70 over 20. So it would not change as far as look.
But it's definitely will help protect the heat, right?
Right, it definitely helps. 70 reduces up to 50% of, which is
that's a lot for like
for
almost
being
clear tint. Yeah. So Nano Ceramic Tint definitely much better than regular tint.
Oh yeah, it starts regular starts for the standard films, whereas like dyed films, whereas like mainly for the color, privacy.
not much of the heat protection.
Correct.
So the rear window is done. So much easier if, you know, this is the reason why he took out the panels here. It's to make sure the tint is go all the way in on the inside and easier to apply.
Alright, so the reason why we open panel, so that way the film, we raise the window up and the film we put almost all the way down. So every time you open and close a door, it kind of triggers, goes up and down. So that way when it goes super deep, it doesn't catch that part, the better, kind of that better strip part that it goes.
So it doesn't show the part does not tint.
Exactly.
Okay, so the front driver side is done. This is 35% compared to the factory clear. So it's the factory clear right here, and that is 35. So it's only a little bit of tint. So if you are looking to tint the car and you don't want a dark tint but still protecting the UV, I recommend it 35. Looks really good and it's not too dark. It's the rear passenger side window, 70 or almost pretty much clear. The 70 in the rear passenger window. Compare, this is tinted and this one is not tinted. Pretty much stay the same, which I like. Not too dark for the rear passenger because my daughter is not a big fan of dark tint, so she's gonna be happy with this. See, it's only a tiny bit different there. Okay, so G, what is 70% actually means?
So 70% is basically, it's allowed 70% of light getting in. And yeah, it's like if limo, let's say for example, it would be 5%, so it allows only 5% of light getting in.
So the 70% allows 70% of light getting, but still protect 50% of the UV out.
Right.
He's done both of the windows on the side, so 2 more to go. And then he's gonna go for the windshield. That is probably the hardest one compared to all the panels. You can see all the interior are protected, so it doesn't get soaky wet from, you know, all the spraying while they were tinting, especially the windshield. So this is the last piece of the tinting process and probably the hardest one, which is the front windshield.
Alright, as you can see as I'm installing it, why we do remove the sides, because if I would spray these would get soaked. Even if I would tape it, it still would get chip on.
Yeah, let me show you closer. So this would have been your liner, the headliner for the A-pillar. So all this water will actually get in here with that like foam sponge inside, so it will get soaked inside. So
and this part would get water would drip here, and there's tons of electronics. As you can see, this wire, it could catch on water, but all right, so we are back on the side windows. So we let it sit, so it's it tacks, and once it tacks, we shave it, as you can see. All right, guys, as you can see, we just pull these weather gasket out, weather strip gasket, and to put it back is very simple. So basically there's a clip which is it's already open, and this side has a clip. So there's nothing involved as far as screws or anything. But basically, without even rolling the window down, I can put this in just like this. It goes in, you push it in, it just
lock in place, right?
Locks in place. And what there's one, this goes over, you just push in.
That's it.
Okay, and the rest,
just push the door back in from just the top part.
Just the top part. As you can see, just one. And we're gonna unlock it, which is by pressing it, so it drops down.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put all the speakers back, and there's nothing in the way. The speaker, just like this, clips.
Yeah. All right, pretty much done. He just needs to put all the panels back in place. Looks really good. I'll show you the overall look of all these tints and finished products on my 2023 Tesla Model Y. Wow, it's finally done. I love how this turned out. As you can see, the front side windows and the rear, it's really close now. Here and here. Let me show you on the outside, maybe better, because less reflection, but the windshields can't barely see if it's tinted or not, really slightly, but it will for sure protect the heat. Here, less reflections. So before it's clear, right now is 35, and then I added 70 here, so it doesn't change much on whatever came with the car. Now I added this 35. It's a little bit closer than what it came with the car, which is clear, so it looks much better. It doesn't exactly match, but this is how I wanted it. So you can actually have it not too dark, but still protecting the car. Wow, looks so good. All right, let me show you the test on the tint, nano tint, between Nano Ceramic Tint and the regular tint over there. All right, so we are going to test the heat radiations from this heat lamp right here. So this is a non-tinted, and this is a tint with no ceramic coating on the tint, or a non-ceramic tint, and this is a nano ceramic tint, and this is the highest UV tint the XR Plus. So we are going to use a thermometer gun to measure the heat. So let's try with the window with no tint first. So I'm gonna let the lamp go on for about 10 seconds, and then we'll just measure the heat from here. Okay, I'm just gonna hold for 5 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. There. So I got 226 Fahrenheit on that non-tinted glass. Alright, so now next, the regular tint glass. So we're gonna leave for 10 seconds, leave the lamp on for 10 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I'm gonna measure it. About the same distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stop right there. So with the tint, it's 156.2 Fahrenheit. So as you can see, it's a lot cooler here. Now we're gonna test it with the nano tint, a regular nano tint. So I'm gonna leave it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I'm gonna hold the gun for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop. Right there, as you can see, it drops to 107 Fahrenheit now with the regular nano tint. We are going to test the highest UV protection, which is the XR Plus. All right, let's turn on and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right, now I'm gonna use the gun to hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so of course this one is the highest protection. We get 92.4 Fahrenheit. So you can see a huge difference between each tint, and this is the reason why you need a nano ceramic tint for a EV, especially Tesla, because Tesla has the glass window on the top, the glass roof on the top, and then all the window all around. So when you park outside in the hot sun, or not even a hot sun, like about 82 degrees and up for a long period of time, the car will start to use the battery to cool the inside and the interior of the car down, or they call it the heat protection. You can turn that on or off, but even if you turn it off, the car will start to use the battery to cool the car down, on the inside, both the battery and the carbon space. So without the tint, you could lose almost like 5 to 6% from the battery just by parking the car alone. But with the tint, I tested it before, I lose about most about 2% by parking in the sun the whole day. So this is definitely a big help, as you can see from the test too. Alright G, so how much was the total for my tint on my Tesla Model Y?
So for Model Ys, we do charge for, in a Prime XR, we do charge $450 for all the sights in the back window. Windshields is additional. Windshields would run $160, full front windshields. And in the moonroofs would be $500.
So how much for my car? I didn't put moonroof on the car, so how much the total?
It will be $610. So $610 out the door price, and you guys can pick and choose any shade. And as far as shades, we do carry limo 5%, 15, 20, 35, 45, 55, and 70, which is almost clear, and you guys can pick and choose any shade, any combo.
All right, you guys did an awesome job again.
Thank you so much,
G.
Hi, this is G from SoCal Tint Shop. We are located in Riverside, California, 2025 Chicago Avenue. We are in between Spruce and Columbia. be one of authorized XPEL dealers in Riverside. So we do offering a window tint and paint protection films for automotive. Our shop number would be 951-455-1313. Please give us a call.
Alright guys, the tinting was done. I learned a lot more about tint today with you actually. So we tested the tint and the result kind of show the difference between the Nano Ceramic Tint and regular tint. So and they actually G actually did an awesome job like always. So if you are interested in getting your car tint and PPF, you know, check them out. Call SoCal Tint Shop in Riverside for your appointment. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. And don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to support the channels and check out new merch just right below this video. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.